So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
So Manchester welcomes yet another grand fixture, all present here at one of English football's grandest shrines. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Koundé clears it away. And that's gone loose. Great vision. Now it's Mbappe. He might be in here. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. They get a throw in. Aimed beyond the defence. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away?
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Trossard. Trossard running with the ball. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, that looks a decent ball. Diogo Costa claims comfortably. And here's Ibrahimovic! And he hits the net! Barcelona are back in business! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
After 25 minutes.
So they have it all to do again.
18.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
It's counts! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Ibrahimovic.
Barcelona are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Timber. And it's Xabi Alonso. And he's been shifted off it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Foot in. Ambitious ball here. He's having a hit! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
knocks it into space. Schneider.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears
It
here.
will be 3 minutes at a time.
Ibrahimovic. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's clever. Lovely piece. Had a shot! It's in! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop?
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seats. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy.
And a quick announcement today that
And we are up to the break.
Is
Oh, what a
now on
half,
sale
Peter.
in the
What a
stadium
half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. That gets us going once more. That's a little off target. And it's Kaut. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's fabulous. The ball has bounced loose now. Lovely feet. Beckham. Tries a deft little ball. Yeah, they've got that defending done well between them. It's their second corner of the game. And he's gone looking for safety. Ball is over the line. Kökçü. Xavi Alonso. Lovely pass. He's having a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on through. Oh, what has happened here? Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Played it again, and again. Oh, it's come off the upright.
The attendance for this match was
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe powering forward here. Kökçü is always scanning the pitch for targets. And that should get the job done. Kimmich is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Kökçü. Kaut. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. And now the breakaway. Driving forward. And here's Mbappe. Schneider.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Trossard. He's found a way through. A header! It's hit the upright. And he's there to get it away.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's that. Barcelona have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to...
noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There is an expectant air here in North London. The Emirates serving the embodiment of class, sophistication for its illustrious inhabitants. Up to 60,000 here, expecting the team to meet their expectation. So things are underway. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
They get a throw in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's really well cleared. Oh, they could break here. Played into space. Xabi Alonso kept his eye on it, and he's there. The most accurate pass. Knocks it into space. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Takes a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ibrahimovic. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, there's a probing ball. Tries to play it through. That's the keeper's ball. Threads one in. Luis Suarez. Lovely. Now he's had a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Mohun Bagan with the corner, there first. Howson clears it away. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. That has not gone well. Searching pass he's played there. That is a brilliant interception. Ibrahimovic dominates aerially so often. And it's Timber.
That's good play from him.
That ball looks a good one. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rice, cute ball now, how can he reach it? Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And here's Ibrahimovic. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Ibrahimovic. Rudiger deals with that comfortably. Adriano. Oh, that's well spotted. Beckham. Beckham.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Ibrahimovic. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Mohun Bagan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Mohun
attendance
Bagan
for this match
appear to
was
be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Neymar. Now it's Beckham. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Beckham. That's a sharp pass. Oh, that was vital.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nicely worked. Raya getting this one clear. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little...
And the finish! And a neat finish! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 23, Beckham.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Coming on the field.
The first breakthrough.
13,
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Substitution in progress.
Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Well, they've got it again. Neymar producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And here's Mbappe, engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Pedri.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he can thump it away.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
There will be one.
Well, the idea was a good
time.
one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And there goes the final whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Barcelona.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back. Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into...
Oh, what has happened here? Kupchu. Nicely aimed pass. Played into space. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Looking to play him in. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now it's Kaut, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that pass just... Decent chance! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Barcelona, oh, good effort! Harmlessly behind. Esteval. Kupchu. Now it's Neymar. And it's Ibrahimovic. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Ball in towards the middle. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Rijkaard. And this is Ibrahimovic.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Skillfully cut out. And it's half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Barcelona really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
From today's match are now available.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitutions taking place.
And we get things going again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably...
Mohamed Salah! Well, now it's a race. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Looking for a runner. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Probing pass. Timber gets into a good position. Timber got a long way forward to join the attack. Played it again. Mohamed Salah. Now, can they get him away? And he plays one through. No foul, says the referee. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Timber is the guilty party there.
Substitution.
And that is a little undercooked. Raul. It's Raul! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And here's Raul. And here's Batistuta. Ibrahimovic! Oh, off the bar! And one more try!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Timber. Great ball, and he's in here! Albert Ferrer deals with that comfortably. Howson. Raul. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Mohamed Salah.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Beckham. And it's Ibrahimovic. Dani Olmo. Looking for options for movement. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. No way through there. Esteval. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 21, Dani Olmo. Number 14, Fiore.
Confirmation that
Number
there will be
41,
2 minutes stoppage time.
Esteban.
Oh, it's
Coming on the
Batistuta.
field, number
And this is
22,
Ibrahimovic. He's
Stojkovic.
found a way through.
Number 10, Griezmann. Number 9.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The
Hello,
game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Barcelona against Red Bull Bragantino.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vito Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career, and that winning mentality.
It's Eto'o! Sensational from Eto'o!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Bragantino are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Plays a sharp little ball here. Neymar. Neymar! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. It made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card. He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Peter, the keeper knows that even if his wall is perfect...
Zico! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Count absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now it's Neymar. Eto'o providing an outlet on that flank. Chance for a shot! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. Well, how's that for a class finish? 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Bragantino find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, good-looking ball. Caresses it through. And it's hoisted clear. Counts. Big chance! Goal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So could they be onto something here? The ball is loose and the chase is on. Costa Curta. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Beckham. And here's Ibrahimovic. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Maradona. Has a look and plays it forward. Donatoni. Excellent challenge there. It's Eto'o!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
There will be 3 minutes.
Ibrahimovic.
time.
Donatoni. Now it's Count. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Costa Curta. This looks promising. That is good alertness. So, a temporary halt to the action. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police.
So the action resumes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Kimmich. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Baresi is there and he can get that clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Nicely spread. Now the ball in. Baresi with the clearance. Count! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Cout clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Now it's Zico. Looking for the run. And it's made its way to him. Costa Curta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well played, well played. And now they can clear their lines. And it's Kukçu. And this is Kaut. And he's quick to snatch it back. Kukçu tries to play it through. He's having a shot! In he goes again. And here's Kukçu. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Bragantino clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Ibrahimovic receives it in a good position here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Beckham. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's been hooked away.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Raya gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Donatoni.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Eto. Oh, that's a key interception.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Howson. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a Dropper! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to pass it. It's Ibrahimovic! Goal! Barcelona! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's going across goal. Barcelona already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. And he's managed to get free. McAllister. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And here's Messi. Timber kept his eye on it, and he's there. McAllister is always looking to break lines. Madrid are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Timber. Beckham, who's set up one goal so far. Could be danger here, and a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now, can they get him away? Now there's a foul. That is Stuta! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's McAllister. And that interception was so a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Barcelona leading by 1 at the break.
For a special presentation
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth
today.
their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And that was nowhere near his best. That is ended up in no man's land. Gerrard.
Such good technique.
He's got away. He's on it, and he shoots! And we have our very first corner. And the keeper beats it away. Goes for goal! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Being still separated by the game's only goal. That's a cute ball. Chips it through. Cannavaro. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
Xavi Alonso. Out towards the flank. And it's Timber. That's Beckham. And the ball's come loose here. Oh, well spotted. Had to be at his very sharpest there.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Couch to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, it's
Impressive jump! And he's stuck it away! 200! It's the goal they all came to see. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now it's Couch. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. It's Ibrahimovic against the crossbar. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Ibrahimovic clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
And he's forced to go back. Chiellini. Howson. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Kimmich. McAllister. That's a good foray he's making. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Chiellini cuts it out.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Timber. Oh, terrible pass. Messi. Now this could be a chance. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Gerrard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Count. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Knocks it out wide. Wriggles his way through. That's going across goal. And we have our very first corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Xabi Alonso. That pass has been well intercepted. Has to go back here. Oh, it's Dembele.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Dink through. Now it's Haaland. Tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Getting up there! It's in! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Now that looks a decent ball. Beckham. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Dembele. Dembele! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Xabi Alonso goes short. And the finish! And that's another fine save. Timber. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Looking to play him in. Timber attempts a clearance. And that signals the end of the first period. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest This will turn out to be a really good one.
And a quick reminder today that
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Barcelona.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So, a big moment. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Timber's cross. Rijkaard can get it clear. He's going for goal! And this is it's Couch! It's anyone's ball now. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
Dembele! And over, just.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's beautifully weighted. And it's Dembele! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Dembele is offering a right smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. And that was somewhat errant. Couch, with a reputation for taking on any shot, neatly clipped into space. That's a decent clearance. Timber. Aimed beyond the defence.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's hoisted clear. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Haaland. Looking here to chip it through.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Haaland! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Coming on to replace him is number 11, Raul. Substitution.
So, third corner of the game. That's put paid to the danger. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. That looks a good ball through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Barcelona have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. The final 5 minutes. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Kukçu. Now it's Neymar, and he is deftly away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Timber.
There will be
And
5
this is
minutes
Raul.
added time.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And here's Neymar. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 3, Xabi
So here
Alonso.
comes a substitution.
Coming on
I think
the
you have to
field
admire
is
his willingness to keep
number
plugging
9.
him.
Oh, given away.
Akanji.
Oh, red, nice interception. Iniesta. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's quick to get rid. And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Barcelona against Germany.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures, 80,000 it holds. So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Spread neatly. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Kimmich receives it in a good position here. And he opts to go forward. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for options for movement. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Raul.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Count. In towards the back stick. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Ibrahimovic. And he's whipped it across. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. That has been knocked clear. Mohamed Salah is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And he has shown him a yellow card. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Chance to deliver. He's rising! Oh, the keeper's done very, very well to deny him. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to...
And Batistuta! Oh, whistle's gone, now then! Barcelona really could have done without this. The chance to break through. One 1-0, just one winner. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty, made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Germany have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And he's found a way past. Picked out brilliantly.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Great ball. Big chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So that was the first half and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Drogba, great vision, and he's in on goal. Here comes the... Oh, good effort! He will be livid with himself. And here's Drogba. Kirkchu. Germany are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Was 80,113.
It's a searching pass. Can he get onto this? In with the challenge.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Ibrahimovic! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's going to go a long way. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. There's the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 7, Dirk Kuyt. Coming on to replace him is number 11, Raúl.
Substitutions taking place.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Batistuta. Kimmich. Now, can they get him away? Brilliantly cut out. And here's Raúl.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Tries a shot! Well, there's the clearance. This ended up in no man's land. Barcelona now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Always onto this.
Germany really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Let's cut it out. Cannavaro can clear it away. Shot could be on. They knocked and knocked, but there is time for no more. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times. Effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Car parked outside the stadium
So
gate.
what do you take away from it all, Jim?
As it is
I
about
think it's
to be
one of
towed
these
away.
games where both have plenty to think about. I don't think...